Good day, this is Graham Bibby here. It's the 30th of May 2014, 5 months through the year, and is quickly the global market roundup. So here we go. We'll have to be quick because only so much we can get on to a Camtasia. Camtasia is a video system where I video my screen. I'm going to go to the weekly global market roundup, but this will be followed with another special Camtasia related to some of the stocks in the Insiders Club. Anyway, let's kick off here with Europe. This is the ProShares Ultra Europe ETF, exchange traded fund, and the market was breaking out of this sideways range. Like most of the markets, we've had downward movement in January, downward movement in March, then we've restabilized and we're breaking to the upside. And actually we've been, for our fund optimization service, we've been investing back into Europe. We were about 20% invested, and after today we will be somewhere in the region of 80% invested across a wide range of things. But Europe on the up, breaking out to the upside, that's obviously good news. This is energy, and this is one of the sectors that we can include in the FOS, and that broke out in March. Went sideways for a little bit, end of April, beginning of May, but we've now had a very strong buy signal, so I believe that ETF is going higher. More in relation to the markets in general and in relation to our Insiders Club, where we're buying undervalued stocks. This is the Nasdaq, which was in this severe downtrend until mid-April. Then we had a bounce back and sideways movement. We've broken out to the upside. And that upside breakout that I mentioned here, where that circle is last week, you can see we've moved up to a new high. There could be a bit of a correction back because this is a strong move from here before we move on up, but that market is looking good. The S&P 500, which is the broader top 500 stocks, had been going sideways since the beginning of the year with the volatility. So this downward move caused us to sell. This downward move caused us to sell certain stocks that followed that trend. But as you can see, we've reversed, and we now broke out to the upside here where that circle is, which I told you about last week. I said this is a great time to put money to work in the Insiders Club, and it has been. But this is the start of what I believe will be a good end to the year. Second half of the year. Europe's good, and where Europe goes, here's Germany, broke out here on that circle. So we've just literally had the buy signal last night. We've had a lot of sideways consolidation. This is a downward move, which would trigger sells. No more selling came through. Then we have resistance here. We've broken through the resistance, so that looks very good. Here's the Dow Jones World Index, the World Stock Market Index, which is a trade-weighted basket of all world markets. And as you can see, since the beginning of the year, huge downside volatility. I believe the weak holders of stocks have been flushed out. And then we had resistance here, and we've broken out to the upside. Mentioned it last week, new high last night. Also, which is interesting, is Asia. Because Asia hasn't done anything for literally years. It broke out, I was mentioning it last week, we just eked to a new high, but if we zoom out here, you'll see that the market hasn't really gone anywhere for at least 4 years. Actually, it goes back to being more like a decade. But this breakout here, we 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 attempts to break out, and now we're breaking out. I think this could be the start of a significant bull run in the Asian markets. So that's very exciting. Dollar, for some people, they're interested in the dollar. Well, it seems to have found a base. The base on the dollar weighted index is around 79. We're 80.49 now. The top of that range is 81. But as you can see, going back the last 2.5 years, we've literally been in this range. We've broken out to the upside sometimes, not the downside as most people have been expecting. So if anything, the dollar is going to get stronger, it looks like, not weaker. This is weakness in the dollar, and beside all that rhetoric, we were in that sideways range, and we've come off of these lows of 2008 and off of the lows of 2011. So if anything, the dollar looks like it's going to go higher, which will surprise people. But it won't surprise me because I'm the original trend is your friend person. And I just want to show you that gold GLD trust, which has been cratering since 2011. Why is everyone still thinking about holding gold and silver? I have no idea. I watch it every day. If it wasn't an uptrend, my clients would be in it, which they were. The ones that had that service from the beginning of January is the circle. We were accelerating to the upside. Boom. Here, accelerating to the upside. Then the stop loss, the uptrend was broken here. Stop losses are broken here. So I said, oh, I'm sorry, I gave a new buy signal on gold, GLD, and gold shares and silver shares, but that circle signaled the sell. We declined here, seemed to be a base, but we've gone even lower. This is in a downtrend. Gold is in a downtrend, and silver standard resources, which is one I gave a signal on when it broke out here, this sideways movement, and then went into this nice uptrend. It went from 650 to 12 and then reversed and gave a sell here when it broke this stop loss, which was at 1060. It's now 650. You see, it marched it up to the top of the hill, marched it down again. This is why you cannot buy and hold. You have to have a strategy for following those markets and protecting your capital. This I do every day for my clients, and I don't charge anything because I take a percentage of performance. So this is Graham Bibby saying, at last, a number of our peg ratio insider club stocks are coming to life. They're hitting new highs, and that will be in the second video I'm going back to send you. So it's Graham Bibby. I've been 7 minutes, not too bad, on the 30th of May, saying I'm really looking forward to the second half of this year. Now, if you have one of those insurance wrapper accounts, if you manage to switch your UK pension scheme offshore into one of those QROPs and not performing well, if you have a self-managed super in Australia that's not performing well, please contact me, please email me, please send me details at ceo@richmondth.com or send it to info@insidersclub.com, and I will get back to you with a report of what you should be doing and how I can assist you. Have an amazing weekend. This is Graham Bibby, over and out.